It's the NFL on EA Sports. And all eyes are on the Jaguars' creative quarterback, fourth in the NFL in passing touchdowns this season. It's the Jags and the Steelers, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis up here in the booth. And Charles, for fans of defensive football, I don't think it gets any better than this. We get to see the league's best and second best defenses square off in a game where points probably figure to be at a premium.
But hits won't be at a premium, will they? Because these two units, they dole them out. And if each of them has their way, we'll take a 0-0 game into overtime, partner. Very rare to see either one of these defenses slip up more than a couple of times in a game. So when there's a mistake, if you're the opposing offense, you better you won't get.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with ETN. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. The Jaguars at 500 at 6-6. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 23. He threw the 3 interceptions in last week's ball game, and now on the opening drive here, he throws it. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He completes it to Jones. And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Straight ahead, ETN. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Cobb. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. 14 carries, 55 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This defense for the Steelers, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a 1st down for him, too.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Cobb. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he's brought down. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. If the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jags have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. To throw on second down. Cobb. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. This offense so far on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 14. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Draw play, ETN, and he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Cobb. Screenplay. Here's ETN. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. On 2nd down, a run with ETN. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try the option right here on 3rd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll start things out in the AFC South. Tennessee at home taking on Houston. And it's the Titans out in front in that one. Robert Woods, a touchdown reception. From there, it's up to Highmark Stadium to check in on the Bills. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins. Kareem Hunt taking over. 2 touchdowns thus far. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Jamar Chase, a touchdown reception. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Steelers. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Cobb. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. Sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe it.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. T.J. Watt drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is... The Jaguars getting set to go. They go play action here on 1st down. That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
19 Tiger.
Etienne up the middle. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Cobb. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 45 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, right back to ETN. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there, all 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. But that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Cobb. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards, the final tally.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Looking to throw on second down. Cobb. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Again, he'll drop to throw. And one more time, here's Kirk. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Back to throw again. And he'll be out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Looking to throw. Cobb right there. Chenault for the Jacksonville touchdown. LaVisca Chenault there to make the grab. And the Jaguars have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down. And, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts. And
keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On second down, ETN once more. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them. trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And they'll go again with Etienne. Good footwork at the 30. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here's a give to Etienne. Heck of a move and then brought down near the 23. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. A handoff for Etienne. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Etienne. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
On this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for Jacksonville, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Tiger.